Good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Omo Godwin, and I'm here to teach you on a very interesting topic that's nature and dangers of diseases. Nature and dangers of diseases, and it's in a basic science and technology, physical education subject. All right, so have you heard about the word danger? How about nature? Is the word strange to you? Disease, is it strange? Have you wondered what it means? Have you heard it before? All right, so don't worry, not to worry. We're going to look at this topic today, and it promises to be interesting. I'd like for you to come up with your writing materials. Get your notepad, your pencil, your sketch pad, because you're going to learn a lot today, and I am so excited to meet you on this platform. If you're ready to learn, I am also ready to learn, so I think it's just time we get started. Don't you think we should start already? Let's get it rolling. Yep, my objective for you today is I would like for you, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to define what disease is, and you should explain the nature of a disease, what we mean by nature of a disease, the types of diseases that we have, and then the dangers of disease. Disease, are they dangerous? Do they harm us? And what if we don't care? For someone will always tell me, I don't care. What if you don't care? Exactly. Would they have any effect on you? So these are objective for our lesson today. And I am ready, and I want you to get your kids together. All right, so we start off with our definitions of terms. What is disease? Does anybody have an idea already? Can you tell me something out of, just don't say nothing. Do you remember disease, what it is? Okay, so disease is any harmful deviation from the normal structure or functional state of an organism. Yeah, that's a disease, any harmful deviation. Now, the word I want you to observe is harmful and deviation. Now, deviation means is a set apart from the normal structural state of an organism. You see, there's a way our body is being programmed to function. So if it doesn't function that way, then there's an issue with our health. So we can say, oh, that is disease in play. Disease has caused it. Someone cannot sleep, somebody's stooling frequently, heads keep banging and aching, so many things like that. You cough and you have a flu repeatedly. Hey, boy and girl, that means something is up. So you can probably have to check those things. So disease, deviation from the normal functional structure of any organism. It could be a human being. Now, these are guys, they are not smiling. They are disease. Oh, we should run away from them. They are not too good, isn't it? So that's just like what I want you to picture them to look like. Now, what's the nature of disease? Nature speaks of the natural history of disease and the cause of the disease. They take from individual person, okay? The nature of the disease, that means the study of this kind of disease. When you study them, you know its origin, their natural state, how they are from individual person to another. We have different types of diseases. But for our level and for our study scope, we'll be treating certain disease that I think we should know. Number one, infectious diseases and deficiency diseases. Infectious means things that actually can spread, that people can contact. You understand me? We say, oh, this is actually infectious. And people can actually contact it. Deficiency disease. For a lack of something, that's what this one means. Deficiency. Because of you didn't do certain things, this disease will creep in upon us. All right. So we'll be considering this in our slides, in our lesson today. We have also hereditary disease. This could be genetic. Now, when we say anything is genetic, it means hereditary here. The word hereditary means something that is passed on to other people. For example, inheritance. Let's take for example inheritance. A man dies and leaves inheritance of fortunes for his children. Now, in the same vein, we can also liken it to a science study. Somebody have a certain sickness or disease and he can pass it on to the child. It could be just a little baby, hereditary. So what the mother has as sickness or the father as disease can be passed on to the child. That's what we mean by genetic. It could be genetic and non-genetic hereditary disease. Okay, so it can be passed on. This is another type of disease, hereditary disease. It means it can be passed on from one person to another. Hereditary means actually in a family line. Okay, look at another beautiful one. SS, sickle cell anemia. Someone that is having a career. Who gave it to them? It's just simple. It's because of the parents, the offspring. You understand? So a dad, father and mother come together and they give birth to a child. The child is always sick because he's under that disease, and that came because of what they passed down to him. It's physiological disease. This one has to do with your physique, all right? Physiological disease. All right, so moving forward, we want to look at the dangers of diseases. Having said what disease is, we've studied the types of disease. Now, what's your business with it? I mean, do you have any business, even if you don't care? I mean, should we care about it? Yes, we should. Disease number one can crumble the economy. Yeah, economic stand can be affected. Okay, yeah, the economic standard of that place can be affected. If, for example, people fall ill, if there's an epidemic or there's a pandemic, for example, going on, ravaging the whole people, you know the economy will come down, isn't it? The economic situation in that place will go down drastically. It will also lead to low productivity because of disease. The country, the person as an individual will have low input in where they are working. For example, so many companies will pack up, many factories will pack up. Why? Because people can no longer go to work because of disease. Worse still if it is a pandemic. Worse still if it's something that is ravaging the whole world. Can you see this? This is not a good turn. They say up, down, up, down. The stance in that economic is not real. It's not real. It's not a good one. It should be an upward trend like that, not going zigzag. No, this is a bad one. This is a good one. All right. So when we have disease, it affects a lot of things. One, economy, productivity level will be low, and sometimes it can also lead to death. Do you know that? Yes, it can lead to death. If you have disease and it's not treated, the person may die. Yeah. How we go about it? You have to use antibiotic sensibly. All right. You don't use overdose. How do you treat yourself from diseases? You stay at home if you have signs and symptoms of an infection. Yeah, if you feel you have symptoms of an infection, how to protect yourself from disease? I just have to be at home, stay at home. Symptoms means signs. Signs, look at it here. Symptoms and signs. If you feel certain way and you're now seeing the signs, just stay at home. Okay, stay back so people will not be infected. People will not also have it. Now, how to prevent disease also, you can wash your hands often. You can wash your hands often. Nobody say you can only wash your hand once. You wash your hand a couple of times. You go out, you wash your hand. You come in, you wash your hand. It's even best to just have your bath straight up. Get vaccinated. Yeah, vaccine helps to build your antibodies. They help fight against diseases. So if you have vaccine in you, I'm very, very sure you are safe. You are very, very safe. Okay, so it helps prevent disease also from the body. If you have that, then some of the diseases that we have chickenpox and common cold. These are common diseases. We have chickenpox and common cold. Now, do you know cold? He's trying to check his temperature. That was what he have in his mouth. But he's having common cold. When you have common cold, it means, it seems to have been infected with what? A disease. We don't know what it is, but that possibly may be what you have. So you stay indoors. Diarrhea and headaches. These are common diseases. Diarrhea and headaches. When we have diarrhea, what happens? We go to the toilet often. Like, oh, I want to go, Mom, I want to go, Mom, I want to go. How many times will you go? That's because that child has diarrhea. Okay, that child has diarrhea, and they keep using the toilet. And sometimes headaches also, they are common, all right? But hey, it could be a trigger of something else that's caused by a disease. But the first thing you see, you notice is that you're having constant headache. Today is headache, tomorrow is headache, and it persists. Sometimes you remember your doctor, they say if it persists after 3 days, you should do what? Consult your doctor. Some of the ads you see. So when it persists, it becomes an issue that should be treated squarely. And very, very important. Okay, so it is very important to maintain personal hygiene. Very, very important. Learn to maintain personal hygiene. We call it personal because nobody's going to do it for you. You will do it yourself. Personal hygiene tips: wash your hands regularly. Don't put your hands in your mouth, okay? Don't bite your nails using your mouth. You should use your nail file, nail cutter, all right? Have your breath at least twice a day. Brush your mouth properly. Now, these are just tips that you need to know on personal hygiene because nobody will do it for you. You are now on your own. So it's a personal hygiene thing. Yeah, you can be talked to and say, oh, have you done this? Have you done that? But it's up to you. Don't pick your nose with your finger. Okay? These are things that we should abide with. And they usually help us and put us in a better shape. Now, this is the best part I like. If you keep to these rules and you do it, you just kick every disease and virus out. Just like you're seeing on the slide now. You kick them and ask them, oh, we don't need you. I personally do not need you. Get out. From my environment, from my school, from my country, from my house. Just because you have learned how to kick them out. So today we have learned about diseases. Let's see evaluation. Can you define disease for me? Okay. Do you want to give it a shot? Define disease. All right. Okay. That's nice. Can you list the types of disease that we have? Okay. Brilliant. Now just mention 3 dangers of diseases that you know. 3 dangers of this. I know I've exposed you to some of them. I've taught you some, but it could be off board of what you have learned today. Just 3. Brilliant. Nice work. Nice job. So please, I trust you'll be safe. Keep safe. Keep hygiene in top condition. Ensure that you do your best to tackle every disease around you. From me on this side, I would like to say thank you. I'll meet you some other time. Bye-bye.